have
Well, we
three left.
can always come back. So, all right.
The Goomies.
All right, so me and your mom kind of...
No.
Me and your mom kind of started to talk about this topic a little bit. I actually really like this topic. The topic was the importance of music to a person's mood.
Oh, that was
I think that should be a whole episode by itself.
Well,
We should stay on movies because you didn't even talk about my 5 movies.
well, for everyone to know, Mommy just kind of hijacked part of the show. She wasn't even supposed to be a part of the show, just so everybody's aware of that. And so,
okay.
all right. No, we're good. All right.
You hurt Mom's feelings.
Well, I didn't mean to hurt Mommy's feelings. I apologize, Mommy. All right, so what you got? Go ahead and give me your 5. What?
The first one is The Mummy. Either the first one or the second one. With Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Weiss. I love those two. I will stop. If they're on TV, I stop what I'm doing and sit down and watch them, commercials and all. I just love them. Like, Rick really loves Evie, and it's so beautiful.
Well, we all
they should
know.
not do the third movie. Elizabeth Weiss was very wise not to sign on to that. Because it was just bad. It was so bad. It was just horrible. I don't know what they were trying to do. They should have just left good enough alone. There's not 4.
Yeah, the new one that...
No, we don't. We're
out?
not talking about Tom. No one care less about Tom Cruise and what they did to the movie. No.
Well, hold up.
That's a whole different.
Well, hold up.
story.
That was specifically supposed to be a whole new world. It was supposed to be a completely different
in time period. And
yeah,
everything.
like the whole timeline is supposed to be a different mummy, and then they were gonna do multiple
But
monsters
it was not
within that world
of the original,
and they didn't
monster,
do it
because it didn't do well.
Yeah, so and it was okay. It wasn't. I thought it was okay. So, all right. So, what's your second one, Mommy?
Sound of Music is probably going to always be all-time favorite for me because I just grew up watching it. It was one of my mom's favorite movies. I know all the songs by heart. You just can't beat it. It's the Sound of Music.
Spoonful of sugar. Oh no,
that's
very,
not even
that's
the
very
right movie.
poppin'.
Yeah, that is
not the right
not the correct movie.
Totally me fast.
Another one is
We can always
The
come
Last
back.
Dragon.
What's the last?
You are the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow.
Oh yes.
Oh, the guy that...
He got the glow.
I am.
Oh, him?
Bruce
Yeah, and
Leroy.
he caught a bullet with
Yes.
his teeth.
Yeah, see, y'all remember some of the Glad.
Yes, and I would say that would have been one of my favorite movies growing up too. That was a good one. Those were the ones for me were just my most memorable ones. But yeah, The Last Dragon was definitely up there for sure.
For a moment, I thought you guys were talking about Aragon.
stand up comedy. I love it. So I would have to add
Kevin Hart.
the Kings of Comedy to the list because they're absolutely hilarious. Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy, because I can still cry laughing watching him. You so crazy. Your job is to check up. You just know some stand-ups by heart. And then I guess this will give me 6 because I got to put Eddie Murphy in there. And I can't remember if it's Raw or Delirious because I've seen him so many times. I just don't remember which is which with this particular joke about the ice cream. I got some ice cream.
I'm pretty sure that was Delirious.
And then falls on the floor.
Because Delirious is the one where he's in the red suit, right?
I think Raw, he's in the red suit.
Raw. So then it would be
Delirious,
Raw because he was in the red suit when he did that one. So.
And those are definitely my favorites. They're definitely at my top 6, I guess, because I love a good stand-up and then
that's a whole nother discussion if we're going to talk about like.
So I gotta do movies.
Oh, me and you could sit down and have a discussion about stand-ups because that's a whole nother just topic that me and you can discuss.
Then I have to add Pollyanna, the one with Keisha Knight Poland as a movie. Then Pollyanna with Keisha Knight Pulliam. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about, Rudy from the Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I had to do a fifth movie, one that may not be a favorite, but something I definitely really like and would probably always watch or want to watch would be Teen Witch.
I just can't with you.
You don't like Teen Witch?
No, I just can't with you. I don't want no.
Or just about any movies. And 16 Candles is really
I don't.
good.
When did Teen Witch come out?
In the 80s, but I loved it. There's this song called Top That. It might have been in the 90s, but it's about a girl who finds out that she's a witch. Mm-hmm. She's reincarnated as a witch, and then her best friend, she uses her power to make her rap. It's called Top That. It's funny.
So it
but
came out
in
when
1989. I was 8.
So you definitely would remember it more than I would.
And it's upstairs. We should watch it
Do you
together.
remember the movie First Blood? I think it was...
Isn't that Rambo?
No, wait a minute. Not First Blood. First Bitten.
Yes, with Jim Carrey. Yes, that was hilarious.
Yeah, or Once Bitten. Once Bitten. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Once
Jim
Bitten.
Carrey.
Oh, man. Teen Wolf.
The original.
It was all right.
It was good. Michael J. Fox.
Bless you.
Thank you.
How many did Layla have? She's over there about to pop. Almost
2.
that she had to pee.
In-game and How to Train
All
Your
right,
Dragon.
what's another one? What you got? So we've got some rambunctious puppies running around, and they just want to play. One was begging us to go outside. That is Harley. So we do have 2 dogs. We have a Rottweiler Lab mix who is Pepper. She's Pepper Potts.
Peppa.
And then our other one is a white with
Australian
black spots.
Shepherd
Australian
with
Shepherd Heeler mix who has a funny foot. Her front right foot it was broke when she was a puppy, and now it kind of grew wrong, and so her foot kind of points outward. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I came home from Germany, and my dog's foot was all messed up. So yeah. But yeah, they were playing. So the wifey has done let them out now. All right, so what you got? Get back to the topic. So what do you got, Layla? You're about to pop like you got to pee. So.
Remember when we were talking about The Last Dragon? We watched this movie called The Last Unicorn, and I really liked it.
Oh, The Last Unicorn was a good movie, too.
It was about a unicorn that turned into a human girl, and yes,
She was turned into one to protect her.
and it turns out the other unicorns were in the ocean for
They
some
were
reason.
chased in the sea by the
Yes.
big red bull.
Yeah.
He wanted to collect them.
And take them away and eat them.
He was not eating them.
Eat them.
Well, you still have 2 more if we come back to it, Layla.
All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to another topic. So, Mommy doesn't want to do the importance of music to a person's mood. So that's
like a whole show in itself.
all right. Well, we can move on and do something else. All right. So let's see here. We can discuss all the different pets that we have. Is one
To close it out, let's just go because you wanted to stick to 30 minutes and we got like 7 minutes left. You can be mad, but at the same time,
that's the point. I want
with
it.
podcasts, you want to keep it one topic at a time.
I have another movie.
All right. Well, to facilitate the, you got one more movie. Well, this is your last movie
No, she has 2
opportunity. No, she good because
You better
she
get your 2 out.
Yeah, you better hurry up.
My 4th movie is Tall Girl.
Tall Girl.
Really?
I have.
Oh, I had to watch it with Naomi.
All right, you got to pull up. I don't know what Tall Girl is.
It's on Netflix.
I told you that
It's
one of my
I'm
students
a
was
freshman
in
high
Tall
school,
Girl.
and I'm wearing
Was?
men's size 13
Nikes.
Nikes.
It's a brand new movie. What is
Yeah,
it?
oh my
Netflix?
goodness.
It's
I had
it's
to
on
watch it.
Netflix. It's
I
about a
liked
girl
it.
who's like 6 foot something. She's just 6'1",
And a
and
half.
she's a girl with big feet.
Okay. You just named.
But I told
Now
you
you
this
just
was
named
the-
a
No,
movie
I
you
watched
recently
it
seen.
upstairs.
I had to watch it with Naomi.
But the girl
Olivia.
who plays the 10-year-old version of her, I have her in my English class.
Who played her?
Yeah, Allie.
Oh, I guess I know her. Yeah.
Allie was the younger version of her. She's an aspiring actress.
Sorry, I know.
Do you want to explain that, honey?
What?
What you just said.
The student.
The student.
Oh, well, I teach middle school English, and I have one of my students was actually in Tall Girl. She played the 10 or 11-year-old version of the main character, and she had like one line about Taylor Swift. And I remember it come out, and I watched it over the weekend, and I came back to school, and I was like, "Hey, Allie, I saw you in Tall Girl. Congrats." She was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I didn't want to tell anybody. I was just going to wait till it came out." And it came out. She got a lot of, attention from it at the school.
Yeah, so you're working with movie stars.
Aspiring movie stars.
Teaching aspiring movie stars. She's teaching ELA to aspiring movie stars.
Yeah, English language arts.
All right. Well,
But I don't think Tall Girl should count because
I like Tall Girl, though.
She's
all right. Well,
she's
you got
literally
one more.
just naming movies she's recently seen because she
You gotta
can't.
think about
I gotta
movies.
give them the topics beforehand.
You
because
watch all the time things that you
That's
know.
a favorite.
The Investigators.
That's not a movie.
Oh, you're right.
And you just started to watch
No,
that.
I watched it with Kaylee.
What about all the Monster High movies you used to watch, or all the Scooby Doo movies you've seen?
Scooby Doo.
So, out of all the like Monster High movies, which one is your favorite?
Scooby Doo.
All right, so we're getting off the movie topic. The movie topic's next. All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about our pets. So we have had our share of pets, but we'll talk about our current pets. I just introduced you to Harley and Pepper. So we also have a couple of squirrels.
They're not squirrels.
Sugar
They're
gliders.
sugar gliders.
Which
They're
is
flying
interesting
marsupials.
because we also have Sugar and Spice. So we've got a Pepper and Sugar and Spice in there.
We should have named Harley something like Garlic Salt.
Harley Quinn is her name, and it works for her because she's mostly white, but she has like these random black spots on her, and she has one kind of over her eye.
She looks like
reminds me
Harley
like
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, the comic book character. And it also worked because at the time we got Harley, we also had a Chihuahua, and her name was Hershey, and the H's was just kind of they worked well together.
Mm-hmm.
But we recently had to put Hershey down, so that was a biggie for us as a family because we've never had to do that. And so we had Hershey about 13 years almost.
Hershey went around the world and came back. So she had a good life.
Yeah, she was a small little long-haired Chihuahua, and she was chocolate.
It was fat.
She wasn't long hair.
She was a mix of long
was a
hair
mix.
and short hair, but she was 100% Chihuahua. And she was chocolate, like a little Hershey kiss, like those giant Hershey kisses you buy for Valentine's Day. When we first got her, that's about how big she was.
And she would just walk around the house and make noises.
She sounded like a pig.
A fun fact about Hershey, she was the size of a burrito.
Yeah, she was a little fat.
But we have very fond memories of her. And then...
Well, let's talk about Sugar and Spice. Well, Sugar and Spice were...
Marsupials.
They are marsupials, but they are sugar gliders, which we got at the Exotic Pet Expo downtown. Your mom, like ever since I've known her, has wanted sugar gliders because she always wanted to keep them in a little pouch
Because we
and
were,
have
it
them
was
around
when
her
we were,
neck.
it was after we were married and we were in Louisiana, or was it
It was
South Carolina?
because we saw.
And
I
they were
remember
at the
screaming.
mall, and they were called Pocket Pets,
Yeah.
and they're the cutest thing. And I was like, oh,
And they are very cute. And so naming them was based on really their color when we first got them. Sugar and Spice, because Sugar's a little lighter color and Spice is a little darker. But it turns out that Sugar and Spice actually goes with their kind of personality. Sugar's a little bit sweeter, a little bit more cuddly. And Spice,
calm.